What's going on, everybody? It is officially Friday, November 11th, one day out from my second show, the Iron Games in Culver City. It's a little different than last time around just because I don't have to commute all the way to San Diego. I can actually kind of take my time and relax a little bit more just because it is a local show. I don't have to worry about the stress of check-in to the hotel and then getting down to the destination and whatnot, so really excited to be able to take my time with the day. Starting things off at the gym with my final workout of this prep season. It's been an interesting couple of months. You know, I had set a goal initially in the beginning of the year to do one show just to try something different, explore an avenue of fitness that I've never done before, something that I know nothing about. In that journey, I've met a ton of great people. I've met some really like-minded individuals who are equally as passionate about the same things that I am. And here I am getting ready for my third show, which I would never have imagined that I would knock out 3 shows in the span of 2 months. So really excited for that. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this workout. So hopefully get a couple of clips in there for you to kind of check out and talk about just my mindset going into this week and kind of how things were different this peak week versus last peak week. Stay tuned and let's go ahead and get inside that gym. All right, so workout is finished. Basically went in with the goal to hit a little bit of everything, total upper body, just to kind of get a pump, get a little bit of blood flowing, and just squeeze out the last little bit of water that I'm holding. Today is going to be the dehydration day, similar to last week. On Friday, it's just right around between 20 and 40 ounces of water for the whole day. So just trying to dry out as much as I can today so I can carb up tonight for the show tomorrow. Now we're going to go ahead and head home, start getting our meals in, send progress photos to my coach, and then find out what it is we're going to be able to eat later tonight. More than likely, based on last week, I'll probably end up being carb restricted pretty much the entire day, and then tonight or tomorrow morning we'll carb up prior to stage time, which will be right around probably 10:45, 11 o'clock, just to kind of see how much I can fill out, kind of map out the rest of the day. But again, we're going to chill, we're going to hang out and relax prior to going to the show. I'm not going to try and stress out and rush out there. So I have tanning between 3 and 5 based on traffic, so we'll kind of go from there. So I will see you guys back at the apartment. So when you live by yourself, you kind of have to be creative on how you take progress pictures. So I'm going to show you how I improvise and make it work with just me. So I am just putting together some breakfast, pretty simple. I'm going with 6 egg whites, and I got some ground turkey and some broccoli that I'll put in there. What I'm using to season the eggs is black pepper and some smoked paprika. Normally I would use sriracha just because I like that it's low sodium and great flavor, and honestly those kind of condiments have gotten me through prep without suffering as much. Usually people advocate mustard, but I cannot stand mustard at all, so I stick with sriracha. However, today, because I'm trying to keep the salt low, I'm basically going to cut that out and kind of go from there. Based on how I realized I'm salt sensitive last week, we're going to hold off until basically the last moment with that. So turkey, broccoli, egg whites, some seasoning, that's it. And then we're going to go ahead and get things going. So. Really quick, one of the not so glamorous perks about doing the show and getting tan is the prep that you have to do for getting ready for the tan. That's not so much of a big deal. Basically, they want you to start doing like an exfoliant the week before, so apricot scrub, something like that, just to kind of get all the dead skin cells off. And then they want you to use dish soap right before going to get the tan, because what that does is really remove any excess oil so that the tan can apply evenly and actually adhere to the skin for a long enough period of time. That part's not so bad, but then afterwards you are not allowed to wear deodorant because the chemicals in the deodorant will actually rub the tan off. I now have to drive to LA. It's like 90 outside and I'm not gonna wear deodorant, so that's uncomfortable. So I have a little hack for that, as well as what I do on competition day. You tend to walk around with a shirt on generally until you're about to step on stage, so spray on like Axe body spray is like the best. So a little bit of that so I don't smell like a bum's nutsack. And then when you end up actually going to the contest, the same thing, I just spray my jersey down with a little bit of the body spray, and that way at least there's something besides just the smell of tan. So that's one element. The second part is actual grooming, because you're not gonna be able to take a shower after today until the end of tomorrow. I make sure to get my hair done relatively well so that I can at least stand for a solid couple of days. So I have some hairstyling glue in there that will be able to hold this shape relatively well for the most part. I may have to adjust it with like a little water, a little bit like a comb or whatnot, but for the most part this kind of stays the same until the end of the day on Saturday, with a few touch-ups here and there. But yeah, fun fact, you wouldn't really know that until you actually go and do it, but that's one thing that I learned during this entire process, and I've got a lot more accustomed to. But just gonna go ahead and spread that knowledge for you a little bit. In the meantime, it's time to hit the road and go ahead and get the tan. So see you the next clip. All right, so update, did things a little differently this time around. So the way that the tanning people had it set up, they wanted to do the guys first and then the girls afterwards, just because the girls take some more time, they require more privacy, things like that. So Went ahead and got the tan beforehand, and now I'm gonna head out to check-ins at the Sheraton here in LA. That starts at 5 o'clock, so get all that set up. This show is actually expected to be a little bigger than the one that we did last week, so I anticipate there'll be a lot more people, so it might take a little bit longer. But what I'm gonna do is get that taken care of and then get back to Long Beach, get some pictures taken for Jabbar so he knows, who's my coach, what I can eat going into tonight. And then hopefully, that should be it. I mean, it's gonna pretty much be a low-key night for the most part. And that's kind of the goal. That's kind of a good thing, just because I gotta be up super early. I'll wake up around 4:45, 5 o'clock for the last coat of the tan, and then I'll drive to the venue for the event, and I'll pretty much stay there all morning, just like we did last time around, with the possibility of maybe going out and getting lunch in between shows. Who knows? But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get on the road and head to the Sheraton to get athlete check-ins done. So I will check in with you guys once I've got all that paperwork situated. Alrighty, so that process was way longer than I expected. Obviously, you know, it was a much bigger show overall, so took a little longer than anticipated. There are quite a few men compared to the show that I did last time, and even more so than the show that I did first. I'm just here to have fun. You know, the whole mindset that I've had is I want to bring the best possible physique that I can. I want to compete against myself from show to show, make small progressive changes in my physique and my look, make sure that I come in tighter, more defined, a little more size, a little more volume. I've definitely achieved that, so regardless of how tomorrow plays out, I'm gonna have a great time, so pumped for that. There are quite a few men's physique competitors compared to everything else, but the second largest class was obviously classic physique. It's kind of cool because there is a kind of a celebrity actually competing in the show. Colin Von Moger is competing in classic physique with us tomorrow. It's kind of exciting, so that'll be fun. Super kind of low-key, seems like a very humble guy, but kind of excited to get a chance to maybe meet him. Who knows? We'll see. Everyone's gonna be all preoccupied and caught up in their own thing, so we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, gonna go home and take progress photos for Coach, find out what we can have for dinner, and that's pretty much it. It's 6:40 right now, so that whole process took nearly 2 hours. Shouldn't hit any traffic going back home since we're coming out of LA, but fingers crossed, maybe we get lucky and we don't, or I could screw myself over and actually get hit in traffic. Who knows? Anyhow, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and head home, and that is it for the night. The next time we check in will be with whatever our meal is. If we're stuck having the same stuff, the ground turkey with broccoli, then fine. But if we end up getting to go have a burger or something, then I'll check in with you guys at whatever restaurant we decide to choose. I might go with Denny's again, just because they are such a universally flexible restaurant when it comes to things that you want when you're on prep, which is kind of exciting. But again, it's all based on whatever Coach says. So next time I see you guys will be when we hit back home. So adios. You want a humidifier?
I do. I always wake up, I'm like, amazing. Oh, you recorded that?
So glamorous. So worth it. Alright, so yeah, based on that last clip, as you guys saw, I got to have a burger for dinner. Super excited. It was amazing. We went to Claim Jumper. So good, so good. Right now I'm at home, just gonna go ahead and chill for the rest of the night. I gotta be up early for second stage tanning, and then basically gonna spend the entire day out in LA tomorrow. I won't come back until the evening. Pretty much it for day one. Got a really exciting day tomorrow, really pumped for the show. But in the meantime, it's time to rest up and get ready for a real good time. So see you guys in the morning. Good morning, bright and early on Saturday. It's right around 5:45 at the gas station right now, getting ready to head out to LA for the darkness phase of my tan. After that, we're gonna go ahead and get breakfast. Found out that I'll be having some pancakes, egg whites, and turkey bacon. So excited for the pancakes, that's gonna be great. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and hit the road, and then I will check in with you guys once we get to the restaurant to go ahead and have some food. So see you in a bit.
Hi, you found it, were you?
So just finished up at Denny's. We got to have ourselves a nice big old breakfast. Had some pancakes, egg whites, turkey bacon, and then as you guys also saw in those 2 short clips, I'm a huge fan of Alphalete. I'm a big Christian Guzman follower. Super excited for all the success that he's achieved. He's actually one of the individuals who inspires me to actually do these videos because it's a very similar lifestyle that I would like to live. But anyway, today's launch day, and it's an epic launch, and there's a lot of really awesome products they released, so I went ahead and made sure I timed things out so I could actually participate in that, which is kind of cool. So went ahead and got a couple shirts, got some joggers, so just always nice to have some comfortable swag, and I like to support, again, a fellow YouTuber and fitness enthusiast who's trying to expand their brand and really just kind of create their legacy. So really excited and happy to be a part of that. Now we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to the venue and get the athlete briefing done. So I will check in with you guys more than likely for downtime in between the actual briefing and the show. Again, because we're not doing as much commuting locally, it's gonna be a little more downtime, a little more, I guess, space in between where I'm just kind of chilling. So I guess I'll check with you guys in a little bit. So right now we are in between classes from novice to limited for women's bikini. I already went on stage. We're waiting for Liz to go on right now. She's Unlimited Class E. She's the taller class for the women, so it should be any moment. But in the meantime, yeah, we're just hanging out. Prejudging is done for myself, and then we're gonna go eat, and then come back for the night show. So I will catch up with you guys when we're over getting food. So I'll see you in a second. So in the last clip, I said that I was going to be checking in when we were having food, but I lied and I got caught up in eating. I had a cranberry apple chicken salad from Denny's, which is actually really, really good. And then I had 2 more pancakes to kind of fill me out. So right now, stage time doesn't begin for the 15 minutes. I'll probably go on at like 6. It's 4:45 right now. I'm here with my 2 bros. Hey. Drove out to visit me from Ventura, so super excited to have them here. Really pumped to have their support. In the meantime, we're just gonna kick back until the show starts, so that's pretty much it. The next time you hear from me will hopefully be when I receive a trophy, so check in then. All right, so I apologize if the lighting's kind of shitty, but just wrapped up the show. Got myself another trophy. We took 3rd place in this week's particular show, Class E Men's Physique in Unlimited, which is the open class. Super excited. 2 weekends, 2 shows, 2 trophies. Could not have asked for a better result. In the meantime, we're gonna head back home, get washed up, and then we're gonna go out to Yard House again to celebrate with my friends. So hopefully, if I don't check in with you before then, I will see you in the morning, and that'll be it. What's going on, guys? So it's officially the day after the show, Sunday morning. Still pretty tired. It's been a long couple of weeks. It's been a long prep cycle overall. Really excited that I got a chance to participate in 3 different shows this year, 2 of which were back-to-back. Pumped for that. 2 weekends, 2 trophies. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and take some time off for quite a few months, focus on my opportunities, try to put on some size, focus on strength. But again, this journey has been something I've really appreciated, and I'm very grateful for the support that you guys have shown. I want to thank you again for all of your time and patience with all the adaptations to getting used to being on YouTube and making adjustments to how I talk, how I formulate my phrasing, things like that. Go ahead and like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.